If you're an investor, there is one question you're going to ask yourself over and over again. Should I chase that explosive growth, or should I build a nice, steady income stream? It's the classic debate, right? Betting on the future versus earning right here in the present. Well, today we are breaking down that very choice, dividends versus growth. At the end of the day, building wealth really boils down to this one strategic choice. It's a decision that's going to shape your entire financial journey. It is a classic debate, and honestly, the most important thing is getting the answer that's right for you. So here it is, the big question: dividends or growth? Look, the right answer here isn't about your gut feeling or what's trending in the market this week. Nope, it's about strategy. And to build a solid strategy, first you've got to understand your options. Okay, so let's clearly define these two paths, because these aren't just investment options. They're really two totally different philosophies for how to make your money work for you. This little chart breaks it down perfectly. With growth investing, you make your money when the stock price goes up. That's the whole game. The company takes its profits and plows them back in to get bigger, and you're betting on that future success. Now, with dividend investing, you get paid a slice of the profits directly. It's a steady income, even if the stock price doesn't budge. So growth investing is really all about biting on a company's future. You're essentially funding its expansion. Think of those fast-moving tech companies or businesses jumping into brand new markets. The entire play is that your shares become way more valuable over time. Your big payday comes when you eventually decide to sell. And then there's dividend investing, which is kind of the opposite. It's all about earning while you wait. You're investing in those stable, established companies, the big banks, the utility companies that are way past their crazy growth phase. So instead of reinvesting all their profits, they share them directly with you. It's all about creating a reliable income stream. Okay, so we know the two paths, but which one is right for you? Well, the answer isn't in some finance textbook. It's all about your personal strategy, your life, your goals, and hey, even your personality. This right here, this is the core trade-off. Growth stocks, they offer you a shot at some huge returns. But man, they come with some wild swings. We're talking high volatility. Dividend stocks, on the other hand, they give you that steadier, more predictable income with a lot less risk. So you've got to ask yourself, how much turbulence can you really handle for a shot at that bigger price? And your time horizon is a total game changer. When you're young, you have decades to ride out the ups and downs of the market. That makes the high-risk, high-reward nature of growth stocks way more appealing. But as you get closer to retirement, protecting your money and locking in a steady income becomes priority number one. And that's when dividends become absolutely crucial. Your strategy has to evolve as you do. Now let's talk about the emotional gut check. Seriously, could you watch your portfolio drop 20% and not totally panic? If the answer is yes, well, growth investing might be a good fit. But if that thought just makes your stomach churn, then the psychological comfort of a predictable dividend check has real, tangible value. You should never, ever underestimate peace of mind as a return on your investment. So does this mean you have to pick a side? Declare yourself team growth or team dividend? The smartest investors out there, they know that's completely the wrong question to be asking. The best approach is actually a dynamic one. Exactly. This whole versus debate, it's a false choice. The most successful investors don't pick a side, they actually use both. A hybrid portfolio, well, it really gives you the best of both worlds. You can think of your growth stocks as the engine just driving up your capital, and your dividend stocks, they're the anchor, providing that stable income and lowering your overall risk. This lets you adjust the mix as your life changes. It's brilliant. This strategy really evolves with you, usually in about 3 stages. Early on, you lean hard into growth. Then, in midlife, you start creating more of a balance. And as you get closer to retirement, you shift your focus almost entirely to income from dividends. See? It's a natural, strategic evolution. Which brings us to our final and, honestly, our most important idea. There is no single magic formula for investing. It's all about finding the right formula for your current stage in life. Your investment strategy should never, ever be set in stone. Think of it more like a living plan that adapts as your life changes. The absolute key is to avoid locking yourself into one mindset. You got to be flexible. This quote just sums it all up perfectly. There is no better strategy. There is only the right strategy for your stage. It's that simple. Know where you are in life and invest accordingly. Thanks for joining this explainer.